morning and welcome. It's Corporate Governance Platform brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. I am Funmi Omoburiowo. ICSAN is a leading recognized professional body in Nigeria that is dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. Now, ICSAN is the only professional body authorized in Nigeria to conduct examinations leading to the qualification of chartered secretaries and administrators. On the program this morning, we want to look at compliance as a key in principal corporate governance. And our guest this morning, we have Mr. Tony ADENUBI, FCIS, Member Governance Practitioners Committee of ICSAN. He's also Managing Partner, Tony ADENUBI & Co., a firm of chartered secretaries. Good morning, Mr. ADENUBI.
Good morning, ma.
All right, thank you for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you, ma. I feel good to be on the platform once again. Thank you.
All right, thank you. With me in the studio is Mr. Michael Umogu, Deputy Registrar Operations, ICSAN. Good morning, Mr. Umogu.
Good morning for me. Good morning, listeners. Season's greetings.
All right, yes, of course. Compliment of the season to each and everyone listening. We're going to take this message and we'll be right back.
The world is constantly evolving into a knowledge-based economy where skills and competencies constitute the lifeblood of public and corporate governance. You therefore need to empower yourself to fit into this new world by gaining basic knowledge and improving your skill set in the governance-focused disciplines. That is why every aspiring as well as practicing professional in governance field needs ICSAN.
ICSAN. What is ICSAN?
ICSAN is a leading statutorily established professional body dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. ICSAN members are trained as chartered secretaries and administrators.
Who are chartered secretaries and administrators?
Chartered secretaries are high-ranking governance professionals with a broad base of skills, unique amongst other professions. They are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. In today's world, chartered secretaries and administrators discharge a wide range of duties and responsibilities, including functioning as chairmen of companies, executive directors, non-executive directors, company secretaries, risk managers, compliance managers, board evaluators, and corporate governance evaluators.
That is interesting. How then do I become a chartered secretary and administrator?
Good. Go to the Institute's website, www.icsan.org. You can also visit the National Secretariat of ICSAN at Plot 6, Elephant Cement Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to get full information on how to become members. ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.
All right, so Corporate Governance Platform, of course, ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals. And like I said earlier, we're looking at compliance as key principle corporate governance. All right, Mr. ADENUBI, let's look at the term compliance. What do we refer to when we hear compliance?
Yes, thank you once again. Compliance is the process through which companies demonstrate that they have conformed to specific requirements in law, regulations, contracts, strategies, and policies.
All right. Now, why is compliance such an important issue in corporate governance?
Corporate governance sets the tone for the entire company's attitude to risk, ethics, and business practices. You see, compliance embodies that attitude in relation to the specific laws and regulations.
And I know there are some different kinds of compliance. We talk about legal compliance, corporate governance compliance, and ethical compliance. I want you to, look at especially these three at this point in time and what it connotes.
Okay, ma. Legal compliance can be defined as the process or procedure ensuring that an organization follows relevant laws, regulations, and business rules. While corporate governance compliance is ensuring processes and actions aligns with the organization's business goals. Ethical compliance refers to the ability to follow the code of ethics of a certain organization. Ethics are rights that are considered morally right. Thus, they are not laws but obligations. Respect for the environment where the business are taking place and the culture of the people.
All right. Now, it's often said that non-compliance can spell doom for an organization. I want you to explain this statement in the context of corporate governance.
Yes. Non-compliance usually results in poor corporate governance, and this may result in corporate failures. Consequence of non-compliance includes fines, imprisonment, damaged reputation, business closure. That's the reason why it is going to spread down for organization. On the long run, any advantage you have will always be in the short run.
No. Let's look at the relationship between compliance and the concept of responsibility.
Yeah. In compliance, there are people that must be responsible for each task.
Okay.
Overall, management is responsible for ensuring compliance with laws, rules, and regulations. For every compliance issue, there is an officer of the company that is responsible.
Okay. Now, let's look at the relationship. What relationship does compliance have with the notion of sustainability?
Compliance is the first step to sustainability. For businesses striving to achieve restorative, sustainable practices, compliance is a minimum baseline to keep pace with changing demand and marketplace requirements.
What impact does compliance have on a company's reputation?
It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. While a regulatory fine or imprisonment is one of the most tangible and quantifiable results of a failure in the compliance process, firms overwhelmingly agree that protecting the reputation is the actual core functions of the compliance department, because that's the major thing. Because when you lose your reputation, you've lost everything.
Wow. All right. Now, why is it often said in corporate governance parlance that tick box approach to compliance is a bad practice? Would like you to explain the tick box approach in answering this question as well.
Yes, tick box approach is when an organization monitors its processes and policy using checklists to show the internal organization and the outside world that processes are in top condition and fully compliant with legislation and regulations. A tick box approach always create a tunnel vision that they will be so narrow-minded that you may successfully meet the minimum standard to pass the impending audit, but it may narrow your team's focus so much you miss other important security and resiliency issues that put you at greater risk.
All right. Now, will you say the practice of voluntary compliance by organizations in Nigeria has reached a commendable level?
Voluntary compliance is the heart of adhering to specific regulations without being forced to. Companies choose to voluntarily act according to the law and data policies to reduce their exposure to risk from non-compliance. The level is low because the environment is not conducive. The enforcement is weak, and it will make organizations that are complying less competitive in the short run. But it will be what will sustain them in the long run.
Okay. Now, would you say a chartered secretary is sufficiently well trained and competent to be a compliance officer or manager?
ISAN has been supporting company secretaries and businesses over the decades with their world-class professional development programs that are specifically designed around professional competencies. Their training is defined, delivered by assisting secretaries and top-notch professionals. Everything that we have in ISAN, from the professional level up to, in fact, after qualification, is designed to put us in good state to be a compliance manager, from the the chartered secretaryship courses and chartered administrator courses we did, and the continuous professional examinations.
Okay.
I think they are more than qualified.
All right. Now, what advice do you have for companies and other organizations on the issue of compliance?
Compliance is the bedrock of sustainability, which leads to longevity. When you don't follow the rules, you are setting up yourself for corporate failure.
All right. I must say a very big thank you to you, Mr. Tony ADENUBI, FCIS, Member, Governance Practitioners Committee, Managing Partner, Tony ADENUBI & Co., a firm of Chartered Secretaries. Thank you for joining us on Corporate Governance Platform this morning.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Omogo, some announcements we have, I guess.
Yes, thank you very much for me. 3 announcements, and I'll just make them snappy. The first one is about the June examination that is ongoing. Prospective students and members of the public that are interested in the exam examination should check our website for full details about what they need to do to participate in the June series. Website again is www.exam.org. Alternatively, they could call our education officer, Ms. Temitope Onilede, on 0906 473 9084. Continuing from where Mr. ADENUBI stopped some moments ago, he talked about our world-class training, and in 2023 we are going international. The Institute's training department, in conjunction with our technical partners at TVL, will be organizing 2 international training in year 2023. The first of these 2 trainings will be in conjunction with the Kenyan Institute of Management, and the theme for this training is Strategic Management and Leadership series. It will be taking place in Nairobi, Kenya, on the between the 19th and 23rd of June 2023. The second one will happen a couple of months after this. It will be in conjunction with the Shoeless Business School in Canada. That will be from July 17 to July 21, 2023. The program is built around innovative leadership and governance. For these 2 international trainings, you can get more details from our website, of course, but you can directly call Anita on 070-111-300-59, 070-111-300-59, or Austin on 0808-739-2037. Season's greetings, everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Michael Umugo, Deputy Registrar Operations, ICSAN. That's a package this morning on Corporate Governance Platform, brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. Of course, we'll be back again next week, Wednesday, 10:15 a.m., right here on Equator 9.7 FM. I am Funmi Omoburiu. Enjoy the rest of the day.
The world is constantly evolving into a knowledge-based economy where skills and competencies constitute the lifeblood of public and corporate governance. You therefore need to empower yourself to fit into this new world by gaining basic knowledge and improving your skill set in the governance-focused disciplines. That is why every aspiring as well as practicing professional in governance field needs ICSAN.
ICSAN. What is ICSAN?
ICSAN is a leading statutorily established professional body dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. ICSAN members are trained as chartered secretaries and administrators.
Who are chartered secretaries and administrators?
Chartered secretaries are high-ranking governance professionals with a broad base of skills, unique amongst other professions. They are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. In today's world, chartered secretaries secretaries and administrators discharge a wide range of duties and responsibilities, including functioning as chairmen of companies, executive directors, non-executive directors, company secretaries, risk managers, compliance managers, board evaluators, and corporate governance evaluators.
That is interesting. How then do I become a chartered secretary and administrator?
Good. Go to the Institute's website, www.icsan.org. You can also visit the National Secretariat of ICSAN at Plot 6, Elephant Cement Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to get full information on how to become members. ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.